Primate life. Food above, predators below, 6 million years ago. So, why on earth would you ever decide to climb down, stand up, and walk on two legs? Welcome to one of the strangest, most important questions in human evolution. Why do we walk upright? It seems like such a small detail, right? But walking on two legs, what scientists call bipedalism, is kind of the beginning of everything. It's what separates our ancestors from the rest of the apes. Before big brains, before tools, before language came this awkward, slow, and extremely inefficient way of getting around. And yet, here we are, 7 billion bipedal apes, dominating the planet. So, what happened? Let's rewind. About 6 to 7 million years ago, the forests of Africa began shrinking, turning into more open grasslands. Climate shifts, tectonic movements, maybe even volcanic activity. Whatever the cause, the world was changing. And for our tree-dwelling ancestors, that meant choices. Stay in the trees or adapt. Some scientists believe early hominins started spending more time on the ground out of necessity. But walking on two legs wasn't just a fluke. It came with real advantages and real trade-offs. Picture this. You're a little ape trying to carry some food across a patch of savanna. If you're on all fours, your hands are busy. But if you're upright, boom, now you've got hands free to carry food, tools, or even your offspring. This one change starts to open doors to 1,000 others. And let's talk about heat. Walking on two legs exposes less of your body to direct sunlight, especially in the intense midday African heat. At the same time, standing tall helps you catch more wind, keeping your body cool. Suddenly, you're better equipped for long treks across open land, more endurance, better survival odds. But it wasn't all gains. Walking upright came with a cost. Our spines had to curve, our hips had to rotate, and childbirth became a nightmare. Seriously, ask any woman who's been through it. The human pelvis had to become narrow enough for efficient walking, but still wide enough for a baby's growing brain. The result? A ridiculously painful and risky birth process. Thanks, evolution. Yet somehow, the benefits kept outweighing the costs. Free hands led to more tool use. Tool use led to better hunting, which meant better food, which fed bigger brains. Bigger brains needed more care, so we started living in groups, raising children together. And walking upright? That freed us up to look over tall grass, spot predators, and carry what we needed to survive. In a weird way, bipedalism was like opening Pandora's box. It wasn't just about walking, it was about seeing, thinking, building, protecting, loving, all from the simple, awkward act of standing up. Think about how much of your life depends on this one trait. From the moment we wobbled through our first steps as toddlers, to the way we dance, hike, run, build, reach, so much of being human is shaped by standing on 2 feet. It also redefined how we connect. Ever notice how face-to-face communication is deeply human? Eye contact, facial expressions, subtle gestures, these are all made possible by walking upright. We're not just standing to move, we're standing to relate. But here's a wild twist. We're not actually built for it. Not perfectly, anyway. Back pain, knee injuries, twisted ankles, our bodies are still catching up. Evolution did just enough to make bipedalism work, but it's far from flawless. We're walking a tightrope, literal on 2 spindly legs evolved from creatures that used to hang from trees. And yet, we keep walking. From the savannas of Africa to the moon's surface, bipedalism has taken us further than any other species. It made us explorers, builders, wanderers. It made us human. So next time you take a walk, whether it's down the street or through a forest, remember, you're reenacting one of the most profound moments in our evolutionary history. A moment that, millions of years ago, changed everything. We stood up, and the world was never the same.